Imperialism. British taking over India. British wanted to take over India for its natural resources, but the sepoys, Indian soldiers, didn't want to be taken over by the British. So the British sent their troops to take over India for its raw materials. They considered India the brightest jewel in the crown, the most valuable of all the British colonies. The British set up restrictions to stop the Indian economy from operating on its own. Also, British policies called for India to produce raw materials for British manufacturing and to buy British goods. Also added to that, Indian competition with British goods was prohibited. India became really valuable to the British after they established a railroad network there. It can transport goods faster and longer than normal methods. Indians both benefited from and was harmed by British colonialism. Their bad sides were that the British had most of the political and economical power. On the good side, laying of the world's third largest railroad network was a major British achievement. They also got a modern road network, telephone and telegraph lines, dams, bridges, and integrated canals enable India to modernize.
By 1914, Germany had developed a strategy of battle known as the Schlieffen Plan. Germany was also growing in size, and once the Schlieffen Plan was in action, they wanted to invade France, and that's just what they did. By early September, German forces had swept into France and reached the outskirts of Paris. A German victory appeared just days away, but the Allies regrouped and attacked the Germans northeast of Paris, which was Marne. After 4 days of fighting, the German generals gave the order to retreat. Even though this was the first major battle on the Western Front, it would be the most important because it would begin the First World War. The defeat of the Germans left the Schlieffen Plan in ruins. A victory in the Western Front no longer seemed possible. In the east, Russians had already invaded Germany. Germans had to be fighting a long war on two fronts. They allied with other countries, which were Bulgaria, the Ottoman Empire, and Austria-Hungary, which were known as the Central Powers.